Well, friends, as we've all heard recently, the VA isn't always all gravy. Here's a little example. Enjoy.
Hello, my name is Levi Bennett. I work for the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, and I'm trying to reach out to...
That's me.
Hey, I just got a phone call from Senator Halloran's office saying that you had were having some difficulties with the USDVA health care.
Correct.
And I can see that you'd worked with the State Service Office in Lincoln in the past with John Patel and some others. And I just wondered if there is something that either our State Service Office or if you were aware of Chris Long there in Hastings, the County Veterans Service Officer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of loops and hoops to jump through with the VA system.
Yes.
Are you familiar with Chris?
Yeah, he's not very helpful, though.
He hasn't been very helpful to you.
No.
Okay. Because I thought that maybe he would be an avenue to follow up with, to reach out to.
No,
I'm
sir.
assuming that you're using Grand Island.
Correct.
Okay. And so I just thought that maybe he could help reach out if there's an issue with receiving care. And I'm not sure exactly what your issues are or anything. They just told me that you were having some issues with the USDVA and the healthcare system.
Yes, sir.
Is there something that is specific that we could reach out to them, or?
Everybody's telling me that I have to contact my congressman and have them change legislation to change the metrics and the criteria for care in the community.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little different. If you're looking for care in the community, if they offer it within a set amount of time, which Hastings is,
Right.
is
Yeah, I just got a phone call this afternoon saying that they're taking away my acupuncture, that I don't qualify for any kind of in-home care. My doctor didn't even submit a referral because he said that I don't qualify for it. So right now I'm in a lot of pain, going through a lot of mental stress, and nobody's doing anything about it.
Would you be okay with me sending a contact to the USDVA for them to reach out to you, or do you feel you've already reached your limit with them?
What could they possibly do?
I don't know. Other than switching doctors or something, I don't know what they can do.
I've gone through 2 doctors already. The third one is one I've already seen and had a issue with back in 2015, so I'm pretty much out of options. There's no more doctors here if I have to change.
And you were receiving care in the community previously?
When I was living in Superior.
Okay, which is, yeah, I could see.
And there's really nothing there. That's why I want to change the metrics and the criteria, because in Superior, when I was living there anyway, the hospital wasn't in the Optum VA. The therapists were, the physical therapists were, but they wouldn't share their files, and they were giving bad instructions, telling me to do something that the doctor told me not to do. So I quit going to them. Well, then the only other option was to drive clear up here to Hastings, which I'm not supposed to drive more than like 15, 20 miles because of my back issues and spasms, and it's just dangerous to drive too far. So I'm kind of SOL, so I called them up. I was like, so can I move to Hastings since I'm going to Hastings for care anyway? And they're like, yeah, you can do that. You can, no problem. So I moved here, and now I got all the care in the community taken away from me.
Yeah, that's the problem. Your address changed. If your address was still Superior, even if you were
right
living there, but of course you probably had to get rid of whatever.
Well, see, I could get primary care here in town, but when I was doing that, the doctor was putting in the civilian doctor was putting in referrals, and they all kept getting denied. And then he wouldn't read my file, so he didn't know that I had PTSD and bipolar and all these other things, and he prescribed me medications that were making me go psychotic. So
Well, that's not good at all.
I'm telling you, it's just one thing right after another, and nobody's doing a dang thing about it, as far as I can tell.
And with you living in Hastings, you won't meet any of the requirements for care in the community.
And I can't get in-home care, like family caregiver program. I'm not
Yeah.
qualified for that. In-home or home-based primary care, I don't qualify for that. So I'm supposed to not travel, but then I'm supposed to travel. Then
It's
that's
yeah,
why
they
I
would-
want to change the metrics, because I'm pretty sure other veterans are far worse than I am, especially out west. Out west, they say that there's very little for like mental health.
Yeah, their mental health is tough everywhere.
And if you don't get along with the person out there, then you have to travel halfway across the state just to get an appointment. And
Yeah,
that doesn't make no sense. Because, like my counselor was saying, VVC is, okay. That kind of works. But if you're doing EMDR and stuff like that, you can't do it over the phone, over a screen. You have to be in person. So I'd have to travel 45 miles one way and 45 miles another just to go get mental health care. It just... it's just...
I'm trying to think of, yeah, you'd have to get the VA doctor.
They
and
said
that probably
it's...
wouldn't
Yep.
happen.
They said it's all the way up to Congress, that Congress has to change the metrics and the criteria for care in the community for anything to change. Otherwise, I'm hopeless.
Yeah, there is a, but if the VA says they can treat you, that's the issue. If they would agree that you couldn't travel or something, then I think there's a, I'm trying to think of it.
Well, I'm in a wheelchair now, so...
But that isn't enough for them to
Nope.
probably to do that. Come on.
I'm just lost in the sauce. I'm not well enough to do it myself, but I'm not sick enough to qualify for any help. That's why the metrics and the criteria have to change.
So I'm trying to pull up their because they have 6 criteria, and you probably have looked at all the criteria on how that works.
Correct. Yes, I've been doing this a while.
Yeah, and so unless there is a reason or a reason that they can determine, and the VA is going to say, well, we have the doctors here, or we have the treatment available in Grand Island, which is not more than 30 minutes or 60 minutes away for either
60.
specialty or for primary.
Right.
You wouldn't qualify for. You're probably right at the edge of that 30-minute, but that's still not enough.
Right.
They're going to tell you.
I qualify for primary care, but not specialty.
For example, we have the veteran home in Kearney, and it's 56 minutes away. So our veterans there are required to travel to Grand Island to the VA.
Wow.
Because they're for the specialty, because they're within. Even though they could get it done right in Kearney, they have to travel to Grand Island to get the treatment.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because they're. And I said, well, going down Highway 30, it could be 56 minutes or it could be 66. That's it. That's
right.
our issue that you run into, and when you get up in your 80s and 90s, it's not the best to spend an hour on the road if you don't have to.
Right.
I unfortunately, if it's care in the community and the criteria, we have no authority or anything with that. The best I can do is try to help you work with the VA to get the care that you need.
Well, I'd like to get aqua therapy back. I've had it twice, but they won't continue it until, summer hits. That's all I wanted was just a couple months to get through the winter, because there's no pool. I don't have one, so.
Well, but they can't. Where were you getting aqua therapy before?
Here in town
In Lincoln.
No, Hastings.
Oh, in Hastings. Hastings at the YMCA or something?
No, at the Hastings Physical Therapy.
They have a pool?
Correct.
Okay. I used to live in Hastings, but it's been so long, I don't know what's there anymore.
Yeah, the YMCA, they're closed till September or August.
Okay.
So
you're limited on that even.
that's what I'm saying, yes. We explained it to them, and they don't care. Traction was helping. I was getting that there, too. They don't care. They say, go pay out of pocket for it. So.
But I thought when I looked at you, I thought you were 100% service connected.
I surely am. Total and permanent.
So, but they're not offering that care in Grand Island for you.
No.
And they offered it before.
They said that aqua therapy, you're supposed to take one lesson and learn the routine. You get 6 sessions, and you're supposed to learn the routine and do it at home. Which during the summer, I can kind of see that, but during the winter time, that's asinine.
How would you do it at home? Aqua therapy?
Yep. That's why the criteria and metrics have to change. They have to make sense. I know I'm not the only one suffering. I know I'm not.
No, the care in the community, they've went through 3 or 4 changes over the years, and
Right.
Trying to get it sequenced.
Champ VA to Mission Act to... Yep.
They always got something going on with it. The USDVA does. I don't have an answer other than you working with your U.S. representatives. I mean, to say, hey, explaining why the care in the community doesn't work and why they need to change it.
Okay.
And I'll follow up with an email to you
And who did you say I was supposed to talk to?
Well, it would be be the 2 senators, Senator Fisher and Senator Ricketts, and it would be the Adrian Smith is your
Yes, I talked to him already.
So
But I think I'm going to call him again because I haven't heard nothing back from him. So.
Okay. But I can, I'll follow up just an email just because I don't know, the best that we can do is we can reach out to the USDVA and advocate for you, or have somebody from our office contact them.
Please, yes.
If that's what you would like, I can send an email over to our service office manager to follow up with you and try to see what we can do to advocate for you.
That'd be great.
Okay, I'll do that, and you'll get is your email still?
That's correct.
Okay, perfect. I will shoot that off to you.
Okay.
I'll type it up. It'll take me a few minutes, but you'll get it yet today.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks for having a faith in the system. I mean, it takes everybody working together to try to move this forward, and thank you for your service.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.